my name is Mark from MyCondoPro. Today I have a really good honor to have my friend come to my blog, and this is Vince Santillo, and he is the Vice President of M2M, like the Aoyuan International. So Vince, how are you?
Good, Mark. Good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well.
Yes, very good to see you. Hopefully, we stay house and safe, right? So it's the first time I did Zoom interviews. Usually we meet in person, but it's still a good experience. So, Vince, we know each other for a long time, and we've been working for the M2M projects. So, I still want to know, some of the people asking me, the buyer asking me, what's the background for the Aoyuan International? So, can you just give a little bit of brief information about what is Aoyuan International, the background of this company? I know this is like an international company, so they have a lot of projects in the international wise, right?
Yeah, that's right, Mark. So Aoyuan International, founded back in 1996. Our chairman Guo, founded the company on the principles of building a healthy lifestyle, heavily influenced by the Olympics coming to Beijing at the time, and wanted to make sure that same spirit and philosophy came through in all of the developments that Chairman Guo proceeded with, and has been very successful to date, and certainly try to do that everywhere else internationally. The company was founded in 1996. Currently, over 230 projects worldwide. We are listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. We have projects in Sydney, Hong Kong, Vancouver, now Toronto, and obviously back in our home base in Guangzhou, over 40 million square meters of development area in total across those geographies. Taken root here in Toronto in late 2016. And certainly we're trying to build on the legacy that our chairman and the rest of our teammates overseas have started.
That is amazing. We know this is a public company, definitely people don't have to worry about funding. So, and of course, as an international enterprise, you always have the vision for the markets, for how the real estate is going. So, right now we're in the COVID-19 situation. A lot of people is asking me about what's the market, what your thought about the market. So I want to ask you as a developer vision, what do you think about Toronto real estate market? What kind of opportunities for the buyer are seeking?
Yeah, I think right now, just generally, there seems to still be a lot of capital in the market. Certainly interest rates are as low as they've ever been in recent memory. So that's encouraging for any first-time buyers that we're looking to purchase their first residence, or maybe a move-up residence, or downsize residence. With Toronto, as usual, I mean, from our perspective, you see Toronto as an international city. It's no longer maybe the city that it might have been 50 years ago. It has come a long way, up there with Vancouver and Hong Kong and Sydney. And certainly for us, I mean, the opportunities wherever you can get into that first home early in a community. I think that's always an opportunity, and that's really the opportunity here, as we're still in the pre-sales phase. Although construction has begun, we have started excavation. Still, as you know, a few units left here in this first phase, and I think for buyers right now. In terms of M2M itself, able to offer, I guess, a little bit more space than what they would otherwise maybe be able to afford in downtown Toronto. With that, a little bit more space, able to live in a home, without worrying about all the maintenance costs that it takes to live in a home. So, and further to that point, I think we've got a wide range of product, including in this new release, some townhomes, which I think are going to be very, very exciting for your customers, which end up being our customers at the end of the day. But certainly a lot of opportunities throughout the city. I think where we are positioned here at Yonge and Finch, the site, the situation, I think presents a lot of advantages to a prospective buyer for us.
Yes, for sure. talking about the M2M project, we're all excited about this project. I think they sold last year fantastic well, sold really quick. I still have a lot of buyers don't have opportunity, just a little bit late, get a chance to buy it. So this project is overwhelming. So what do you think, like, why is this location to attract a lot of buyers? I know the subway factor definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing is the sheer size. You just mentioned it. We've got about 8.6 acres located inside the 416, which is, always, a lure for buyers, being inside, the Toronto area. A minute and a half walk to the subway just to the south, which is the Yonge Finch terminal station. It doesn't get any bigger than that in terms of being close to a transit station. Walkability very high. If you're not walking and you do want to have your car, you get the parking space, you purchase the parking space with your unit, and you're within 10 minutes of every major highway that there is in the city of Toronto, be it the 401, the 407, the 404. And then located, in the heart of North York. We look at Yonge and Eglinton just, a few years back, and how far that area and how far Yonge and Shepherd have come. M2M, sort of its situation, we kind of see that as the bookend in between. Plus, the amenities that are going to be offered, throughout the entire life of the community. And in the first phase, 35,000 square feet of retail at base. We're working very, very hard to get a grocer in there. I think the advantage we have with that is grocers, as you well know, in this environment right now, seen as an essential service. So, we feel that's very attractive in terms of being able to draw a high quality grocer. 40,000 square feet of office space. We hope to bring in some of the services that people would expect as they're moving into a new community. So, whether it's doctors or dentists or related in that 40,000 square feet. And then, a wide range of suite sizes, one beds all the way to the townhomes that I just mentioned. 1,650 units in total. Our second phase will house a community center and a daycare. So that's really attractive to a young family and a growing family. The restaurants and the shops that are all along Yonge Street. Obviously, Yonge Street is what it is, but especially in North York, some great shops, some great offerings in terms of restaurants and shops and places that people can walk to still.
Yeah, 100%. I always love to introduce the master plan community to my buyers because, for the investments, even for the rental, for the resale, it's always a higher rates and a better investment return compared to standalone buildings. So that is one of the attractive things. So talking about, the M2M, you mentioned is already under construction for the phase one. So when is the expecting occupancy dates for the phase one?
Yeah, so the construction started back summer of last year. Excavation has progressed. We are, down to the third level in terms of parking. We've got 4 levels of parking here. Certainly, we had to take a pause because of COVID-19. And then, the restricting orders were lifted this past week in terms of excavation being allowed to continue to proceed. Our site and our site staff and our construction personnel are all minding all the COVID restrictions, making sure the social distancing, all of those recommendations and requirements are in place. So, we've managed to continue on. Certainly, we're following the province's order, making sure that we're doing everything that, the Premier is mandating, and along with the Prime Minister, anything that affects us, we're just very much like the rest of the industry, watching ourselves and making sure that that we're paying attention and not disrespecting the fact that, we do have a different situation out there right now. And right now, tentative closing or tentative occupancy dates are slated for late Q2, Q3 of 2022. So at this point in time, given we haven't run into any significant delay, those tentative dates have stayed put for the most part.
That's perfect, actually. For some buyers, for own use, that's perfect for those almost stay on dates. So, we're talking about this time, we planning to release some of the more inventory. As I said, I have a lot of buyers who don't have opportunity the first time. So, you know,
right.
So what is like the inventory you are going to be releasing this time?
Yeah, so for this release, Mark, a lot of exciting stuff. So I alluded to our townhomes earlier, located on the east side of the podium in our first phase, facing the park. We've got 25 units, 25 townhomes. These are two-story towns, very spacious. We're talking about space and being able to afford the bigger space or access to the bigger space, you know, without having to be downtown. And paying the price difference. But our townhomes are going to range from 1,060 square feet all the way up to 1,370 square feet, 2 and 3 bedroom units. Each type of townhome has its own value proposition. We have some with rooftop patios, some with a beautiful terrace that spills out into the courtyard, which is in the center of the podium, and certainly those at grade level. They've got that front door entrance that's facing the future park to the east, where, you know, people can walk right into their homes at grade for those first level townhomes. So each different level of townhome has its own value proposition. We're also going to be offering some Sky Collection units in our towers. These range from 700 to 1,200 square feet, just over that. 2 beds, 3 beds, and 3 beds plus dens. We still have some great podium units left as well, range from 680 to 1,300 square feet. So this release, if you didn't have a chance to get in initially, still a great opportunity given how early we are in this community, given the fact that we are going to have a couple more phases coming online. Yes. So whether you're an end user or investor, I think your return is going to be protected.
100%. So when you're going to be releasing that? That's the major questions. You know, we want to be get ready. So do you have a, you know, potential timeline? I can get, you know, people's ready, get all my buyers excited about this project, the new release.
Yeah, we do. We do, Mark. That'll be early June. You're going to be receiving a package very shortly. You know, we're looking forward to having a really strong spring. You know, and you know, some positive, some good news. Over the last little while, it seems like you know, people have been trapped inside and cooped up in their homes. I'm hoping the weather gets better, but I think you know, some of your customers and our future customers, I think they can be excited by the fact that this offering is coming very soon.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I still have a lot of buyers looking for opportunities. We are quite busy. Even we are working in the home, so we're still very busy. You know, doing a lot of things for the clients. That's really good. You know, we're gonna hear the exciting project of new launches. So we definitely want to get ready. So you said early June we're gonna have the package, almost everything. So this is gonna be very exciting VIP launches. I will just tell all my, you know, blogger readers and the listener, please register in my website below, and we definitely will have VIP first access for this exciting release. So thank you, Vince, for your time, and I'm really glad to see you in person very soon.
It was good seeing you too, Mark. Please stay safe, and my best regards to you, your customers, and all and everybody on your team.
Yes, thank you, Vince.